Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone above, below, or in between. Welcome back. And today, yeah, I'm going to be taking a bit of break from social media because yesterday it just got so freaking stupid. You ever get into one of those arguments that a massive solution was just discovered, was just stumbled on, was just given, given up to the world to enjoy. And what did they do with it? They argued against it. They said, "Oh no, that idea is bad," because they still want the arguments and they still want the problem to exist because we didn't solve it their way. Oh, God. Like you got all these folks trying to mess around with green energy. You know what I mean? It was one of those kind of it was those kind of one of those kind of deals, right? Where folks were talking about electricity generated from, what was it? Yeah, like batteries or whatever. You know what I mean? They keep talking about solar power and all this other weird stuff, and I just I looked at a couple of devices that were out there, and while I was searching YouTube, somebody else found this particular device that could solve that, and it was the Stirling engine. You know what I mean? You can take, and it works by temperature and pressures differences, things like that. You can take a block of ice and use that as one substance, but because the outside pressure is room temperature or warmer, the whole thing would work kind of sort of like kind of sort of it works by pressure. You know what I mean? It works by pressure differences. I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but go ahead and just look it up online. I mean, it's a really fascinating device. You got a couple of folks using it in lieu or in the place of a steam engine, and this one's actually cleaner because you're not burning anything. You could use fire. You could use fire. You could do the opposite. You could do it the opposite way, and it would work just the same. But it does work with ice. You know what I mean? It does work with ice in regular ambient room temperature. And if you live in a colder environment, a fire would work just the same. And it works marvelously well, remarkably well. And supposedly, um, these things could be used as a power generator of some form. You know what I mean? And you're talking about just straight up clean energy right then and there. I mean, what's cooler than using water and the outside pressures and temperatures to move a piston? You know what I mean? I mean, straight up. I think that's a marvelous idea. Yet nobody wants to entertain that. Nobody wants to build that. And matter of fact, I got into an argument with somebody saying, "Oh, that doesn't count. That's not a battery. That's a generator," and some odd nonsense like that. It's just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And that just kind of goes to show you that this green energy nonsense, it's really just a bunch of malarkey. It's really just a bunch of nonsense. You know what I mean? All the different stuff that they keep trying to pimp out. They got an actual agenda out there, and the reality of it is like I mentioned in some of my previous videos, they want to bill you to death. They don't want you owning anything. They don't want you accomplishing anything. They want you jumping through hoops for every single little thing that you got, and they want you spending all that money on them, their bills, making them richer, working and toiling over them, rather than getting to the place of where you're supposed to go in life. You know what I mean? And they will just nuke you. They will censor the hell out of you if you think of getting outside of that little rat race trap, I guess is the best term for it. It's kind of like a maze. You know, it's just insane. They don't want you owning your own home, your own car. The list goes on and on and on. And they just want you. They just want you straight up making payments for every stupid, solitary little thing. I mean, they even got that way with dumb stuff like Like freaking televisions. Remember the year they made us replace all the televisions? What was wrong with the old ones? I still use an old-fashioned television, by the way, folks. I don't use a flat screen. There are flat screens in the place I'm staying at, but I don't see the need to upgrade. Just grab a little box that translates all the information into your television, and there you go. You're up to go. You're up and ready to roll. I waltzed into pawn shops, and I just get to buy a regular 25-inch or hell 60-inch TV for like $6. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that with a stick. Flat screens are nice, but I'm like, do I really need to save that kind of space? No, you don't. So anyway, I'm taking a break. I needed a recharge on this, and I checked out Place Boing's little remixes of some of the stuff that's going on in today's world. Like this numbskull right here that just got through fussing at another guy, screaming, "You're a white male," without understanding, well, actually, probably fully understanding that he himself is a white male. But, you know what I mean? Like, when you feel down in the dumps, yeah, just go ahead and turn this video on, press play, and be like, oh my God, man, I thought I had it bad. I thought I was in a bad, dark place, you know what I mean? If, for posting a wrong post or a bad tweet or something, it's like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. Oh my God, let's delete this and that and the other, you know what I mean? Or, oh, I must have looked like such an idiot, nobody's gonna notice the quotation marks. Nobody's gonna know what the reference to the joke is on that, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna know what this means or that means. It's gonna look, oh, so bad, and then all of a sudden you see this guy and the reasons why they're not gonna catch that. The reason why what you did doesn't means nothing, because straight up you're getting censored because you're not encouraging the narrative. You're not pushing forward the narrative. Matter of fact, they're even arguing with you about stupid shit like alternate energy sources that already exist. It's right there. It's shrink wrapped. It's packaged. Boom. All you got to do is just add, I don't know, a couple of pulley systems, maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe a battery. Maybe throw in a couple of extra energy storage units, like, I don't know, maybe another power battery cells like power or whatever. But you can use anything that turns a piston, anything that creates some sort of energy like that, anything that turns a motor. You can turn that into any other kind of stored power. And somebody wanted to argue with me over that. It's done. It's done. It's straight up, it's like straight up ice. That's water, basically. You're talking about taking ice from cold temperature and you're taking warm temperature, and you know what I mean? You're using the pressure differences as a medium, as a way of collecting energy, as a way to get energy out of, you know what I mean, out of these devices or whatever, and somebody wants to argue with that. It's like, straight up, you couldn't get it cleaner. You couldn't get it cleaner if you wanted. You know what I mean? You're not burning any propellant. You're just sitting there letting the room temperature melt ice. Somebody wanted to get in an argument with me on that. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Anyway, yeah. So that frustrated me, that upset me. And, oh, God. So yeah, I need a little pick-me-up. I need to watch a little show like this just to see how bad things could have gone if I was raised in a completely different generation. I mean, look at this poor schmuck. Look at the balding head that's right there. Look at that receding hairline. I mean, Jesus, how stressed out could you possibly be? You're in your 20s. You're supposed to be in college, man. These are supposed to be the best years of your life. And look at this poor schmuck. So stressed out, he doesn't even have hair. Wow. I mean, straight up, folks, I mean, I'm getting a little bit older. I'm starting to notice a couple of gray hairs here or there. And I'm enjoying it. Because for me, it's like, hey, I made it, man. We did it. Maybe now they'll give me a desk job. Who knows? You know what I mean? But this poor bastard, holy shit. Oh my God. We've moved beyond living in the fridge. We are living in the twilight zone with this guy. This is what they're doing to youngsters. This is what they're doing to grown-ass men. It's like, oh, oh. I need a minute. I need a minute after seeing stuff like that, man. Oh my God. And yeah, this recharged me. I mean, for a minute there, I felt really bad. I felt really sad. But after I see this guy, I'm like, you know what? Suddenly, I feel better. My situation doesn't look so bad. Oh man. But like I said, man, we got a lot of work. We got a whole country to rebuild. It's going to be great. Thank God Trump's in office. Cheers to that. So anyway, folks, good luck to all. Good luck on your projects. Peace out.